So I'm a really sentimental mom when it comes to moments with my kids. And I remember dropping my daughter off for kindergarten last year, and I was a little bit teary, but mostly excited for her. She was excited, so I'm excited. You start your school journey, it'll be good. But what I wasn't expecting was the end of the year. So when I picked her up from her last day of kindergarten, I was so emotional about the end of the phase of this little beginning. So as I read this passage in John 13, I couldn't help but think about the weight that Jesus must have felt during this end of the phase with his disciples. And during this meal, he chose to do three things. So he washed everyone's feet, he instituted the meal of communion, and he gave them one final command to love one another. So as I think about the Easter season, the first communion meal isn't where my head goes first. I go straight to the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. But as I read this passage of scripture, it gave me a new perspective on the importance of the communion meal. It's what Jesus gave to his disciples for them to practice to remember him and all that he was about to do. And it's what he gave to us too as believers, that we can practice this meal with one another to remember all that Jesus did and to remember the sacrificial love that he displayed for us. So maybe this week you can take communion together as a family. First the bread and then the juice. It might feel awkward or clumsy if it's not something you've done before as a family, but the purpose is to redirect your attention to all of the love that Jesus showed in his death, burial, and resurrection, and the selfless love we're to show one another as his followers. So I hope that you'll join us this Sunday at 7 Marks so that we can celebrate together.